lighting the lamp for this or inaugurating whatever you call about this pain management. See, why I tell pain management is very important. People undergo a lot of pain in life. It is not only happiness, but pain is also part of life. See, otherwise, how do we remember God? We don't even remember God. If one has to remember God, there should be pain. And there was one pain session like this in Delhi also. Fortunately, I was in Delhi that time. They also invited me in Apollo Hospital. But unfortunate that I couldn't go because I was held up in meetings. I asked the doctor, who are the politicians coming there? The doctor told me, no, they are pain inflictors, sir. We are pain removers. So we don't want any politicians to come there. That was his answer. Of course, this in a lighter vein, because there are a lot of good politicians also, which you and me, we both know. See, coming to the aspect of pain management, I strongly believe that you people, you are you are the experts in the pain management, though I am not aware so much because I am not a doctor. So I am out of your community here, but with your community to support for the people's cause. And right now I came because Dr. Raghavendra told me. Dr. Raghavendra is treating my father now. My father has been diagnosed with multiple myeloma. It's a bone marrow cancer. So the amount of pain he is undergoing, the trauma he is undergoing, it is not only him, but we are all suffering in the family. See, because you can't see your own your loved ones suffer from pain. And when they suffer in pain, you feel jittery. Your conscience will not agree to see your family member or your near one or your close friend undergoing this pain, It is so difficult thing. It is very traumatic. So my only request to the medical fraternity, try to bring in more and more things, try to do some more innovation, research into this field as to how best the cancer patients can be devolved of this pain. And not only cancer patients, if you go to heart disease patients, so many people are suffering from pain. So how do we manage this pain? Because sometimes what happens, what medication you give for pain will have severe side effects on the body and other organs, especially the liver and kidneys. They are so susceptible to this pain management drugs. They cannot tolerate the treatment of pain. So in this issue, more and more research needs to be done as to how best they cannot affect the other organs in the body. And coming to the aspect of Hindu Dharma, we tell Dharmo Rakshati Rakshita. So your Dharma now is to manage the pain, because you have come here to take a class about pain management. So pain management is your Dharma. If you follow this Dharma of pain management, I think God will protect you, and I feel a doctor should be more empathetic towards the patients. See, first of all, they'll be suffering in pain and coming to you. And once they come in pain, once I went to a visit in the Bowring Hospital. I went to meet a small worker of a party, some political party. He was admitted, and he was a close associate of me. When I went there, I was so horrified to see he had met with an accident and his leg was amputated. He was in severe pain. But the doctor there, they were not so considerate towards the management of his pain. Their only duty was, they have amputated, they have gone. They expect the pain to go away itself. It is not the case. See, they should do something for the management of that pain, which was so terrible and horrible for him. Then I had to speak to the medical superintendent there. I had to call them. I warned them. See, this is not the case. People coming to government hospitals also, they should be given proper treatment. Whether a person is poor or rich or old or young, it doesn't matter. Your dharma is only to treat him. So then they started the the pain management treatment to that poor child. I told the doctor there, I'm sorry to tell. I told him in very strict terms, if you people start continuing like this, you will be suspended from your service. We will ensure that you are out of this job. Then he told, sorry sir, I was in some other tension, I got a family problem. I told him, everybody has got a family problem. See, today even I am facing family problem. My family is in pain because my father is suffering. Even though he is suffering, I have not this is, I mean, I have not come out of my, I'm doing my duties. Whatever duties I have to perform, I am doing. I have not escaped from my duties. So same way, you should also ensure you do your duty. I mean, why I am telling you, please don't take it otherwise. Don't think why Mr. Raghavendra is telling us this. I only saw in my eye, and then I am telling you the feeling of the patient, what you would have felt that time. Suppose we put ourselves into his boots, what we undergo. See, this should be the concept. We should think about others. We should have empathy. That empathy, if doctors don't have, it is very difficult. I am not telling you people don't have, but generally I am telling. And there are so many alternative therapies in the pain management also, which doctors do advise. I have seen many times doctors telling to go for acupressure or acupuncture, which it's a sort of Chinese treatment, I believe so. So many other alternative therapies are there, which doctors should advise them. Doctors should not only think allopathy is the only way of management of pain. Along with allopathy, you should inculcate all these other parameters or other, what do you say, like in a main course of a meal, there are other dishes also. So something like other dishes, even this should be considered. This is my bone of contention. I have seen in my experience various patients getting relief through alternative therapies also. I mean, concurrently with allopathy. I am not telling it's only alternative. Concurrently, they can be given also. This should be the line of treatment. And also, I am so happy to come to you today. Because why I am happy is, Dr. Raghavendra ji found that I am worth to inaugurate this. Though I feel I am not, because I am not a doctor, neither I am in the medical field. Only thing is I have supported many hospitals and many other institutions which are doing lot of research in this pain management area. So I feel you people should enjoy this conference also. Not only be serious about it, please thoroughly enjoy the conference. I think many people have come from out of Bangalore, if I am not wrong. How many of them are there from out of Bangalore?
Majority, sir.
Good. Majority are from out of Bangalore. That is good. So I welcome you to the garden city and air-conditioned city. Presently now you are feeling that outside, but in reality it is not. If summer comes, it is so difficult and pathetic in Bangalore because of, lot of tree felling, lot of pollution. The amount of, oxygen in the air, it has dramatically gone down, which is also causing pain to nature. We have inflicted pain on nature now. So nature in a different way will inflict pain on all the people. I remember my grandfather used to tell me, there was not necessary a fan also in the house in Bangalore that time. Now without air condition we cannot stay, though we call Bangalore as a air conditioned city. But then also I assure you, Bangalore is one of the best cities in India, not only in India, in the whole world. And you enjoy the hospitality of Dr. Raghavendra, is a very good host also. Please, you enjoy the hospitality and also learn good things about the pain management and go with happy memories from Bangalore. And thanks for listening to me. Bolo Bharat Mata ki Jai. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.